Hey everyone, my name is Megan Bloemsma. I'm a data scientist turned software engineer currently working for Microsoft and the world's okayest paladin. I am absolutely obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons. It's my life hobby. And I built a tool so I can do the spell sending a bit easier. So the spell sending is that you can send a message to someone you've met in D&D. Doesn't matter who actually, as long as you can remember what they look like, I believe. But it has a max of 25 words. And how we currently do it at our table is we are counting along with the fingers, and we are not the best counters. So I wanted to make a simple tool which does speech to text recognition in multiple languages and which will count the words for you and let you know what was actually sent. So let me show you how it works. So this is the repo. It's on my own GitHub. The repo is called send message, and we're currently looking at the README. So in the README, I've again given a short summary of what the spell sending does, what the code does and how it works, the setup. So the only thing you need to do, which I'm not showing now, is go to the Azure portal, set up a Cognitive Services speech resource, and then once you've done that, on the left tab, you can find your key in your region, which you'll need to set before you run the code. And then if you're looking for example sentences that you can talk to the application, or no clue still what I'm talking about when I say sending, there's a small video in there as well. The thing that's going to be interesting for us, of course, in the source folder is the code itself, sendMessage.py, which we'll go through in a second. Because, as I said, I'm using the Cognitive Services Speech SDK. And if you go to the documentation for this, there is a quick start. I've used Python. There's other programming languages available as well. And basically, this will take you through everything that's happened. What I've used is just a standard quick start code, which is this. I have adjusted it a little bit, which we'll go into in a second, to give it a bit more flair. But this basically does everything for you so you can do real-time speech recognition from your microphone. If you're looking for more samples for the Cognitive Services Speech SDK or anything else from Azure, really, you can find more on the Azure Samples GitHub repo. But for now, let's switch to the other screen and let me show you what I've actually done. So again, this is the sendMessage.py code. You will need to pip install the Azure Cognitive Services Speech, which you can do up front on the top. And then again, this is copied from the quick start. So what it does, it imports the package. It will then create a function to recognize from the microphone. Out of the box, it can recognize about 100 languages. Right now, I've just used an English US because that's what I'm speaking. And here I've chosen to use a default microphone. You can also change this part if you already have a file that you want to use, or if you don't want to use a default microphone. And as I said before, I've added a little bit of flair to this. So what I really wanted to happen is to have a cute little text kind of introduces the scene and says like, hey, the microphone is on now, you can start talking. I wanted it to have a full recording or full transcription of speech to text of everything you said. And then it will give you a summary, well, not a summary, it will cap it at 25 words and show you what the person you've sent the spell to has actually received, which I think is nice, because for me, that's the fun of this spell and the fun in the game, because somebody will give a huge story of what they want to send to this person. In the end, they'll reach, like you'll have half or less actually reaching to the person. Another thing that it also does is it will keep recording until you've reached those 25 words. And if it detects a silence, it's usually when it cuts off the microphone. But now it says like, hey, keep going. You haven't reached the 25 words yet. And then, yeah, let's just go in and show you how it works. So we say, run the Python file and just look at the text, and here we go. So it gives a little introduction, a little flair, as we just discussed, and it says, as you close your eyes, you focus on the words you want to convey, you take a breath and you speak. And this is the part where I'm going to keep speaking. I've already said too much to show you that it will give me the hint to keep talking until I've reached 25 words. And when it detects a silence that is long enough, which is probably like a second, maybe two, it will close the recording and it will give you the final text. So let's see what comes out of this. There you go. So as I just said, like this is the introductory text to let you know you can start speaking. This is all the blah, blah, blah I've just done. And now it tells me what the person has actually received, which is only a small part of what I said. So now let's run it again and let's see what happens if I don't fill up the full 25 words. Hello, Mom. Wanted to let you know I'm doing great on my adventure. Apparently, I need to say more. I love you. I got a great axe. It's going to be amazing. I will try not to die. See you in the next D&D session. This was basically the demo I wanted to give. So again, you can find all of this on my GitHub repo. The link is with this video somewhere. I hope it all makes sense. And it was lovely doing this. This was really fun for me. It only took me like an hour to build this. Recording this has taken me another hour, so very much of a quick win. Hope y'all liked it and talk to you guys soon. Bye.